All right, it's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chuck was ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig a great deal for you.
Eye patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, we're back. We're live. It's cold. But I see people are dropping into the chat. Good grief, the chat's just rolling right along. I'm trying to pick out names, but it's a little tough. It's a little tough. I know Alan's in there, Dennis, Bills, Randy DeMario, Frank Juarez, Mark's in. Rich Kruckmeyer's in. Okay, let's come back over here. Let's get Chuck added in here.
How's everybody tonight, huh? Hope all doing well.
I think they are.
Man, it is rolling in there. Hey, Alan.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Frank,
what happened.
Dennis, good God, ORH is in there. It's rolling right along. Yeah,
Yep.
everybody's ready for Christmas. We're supposed to get up to 60 degrees Christmas Day here. We'll see how that goes. And we've got a couple nice days, but I wouldn't call them warm, mid 30s. One windy, that wind went through. Phil Bortner, how
Yeah,
you doing, Phil?
I did not like that wind.
No, no.
Not at all. I don't know. I'm a little picky about that sort of stuff, though. I'm so used to wearing headphones all the time or a headset that I don't like the wind on my ears.
No, 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 no. So we were chatting before the show about the caches that have been found in the past recent years, but I just did see that just off the coast, just to the south of St. Augustine, another one of the groups hit a pocket of Spanish gold. There were 8 escudos on down and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah, they did good.
their end of the year turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah, Christmas is silver and gold for them.
You got it. Silver and gold. We might do a little of that tonight. Have a
Yeah,
little fun with you guys.
you
So
just
pay
never know.
attention. Pay attention. Josh is devious there. You know, he'll come up with ideas all of a sudden. But we'll be giving out some stuff here in a little while. Just a
Yeah,
little
who knows?
Christmassy gift, huh? So
Yeah, a little something.
we'll try and do it early so Alan doesn't fall asleep. So anyway, with all that's going on and stuff, everybody's looking towards a safe Christmas. Hope if you travel
I'm
safely. Yeah.
I'm looking towards a broke Christmas.
Yeah,
Okay.
that happens too. Hey,
Oh
5
yeah.
Mile Dan, how you doing?
Who's in?
5 Mile.
Oh, I see. And Dennis had the spot prices in. Looks like we've got $4,381.50 on gold right before the show, and 67.75 on silver right before the show.
Yep. And I've been reading some of the craziest predictions. Some are saying that it'll get up to say 75, kind of waver there. Others are saying it's going to eclipse 100. There are some that are predicting $1,000 an ounce silver.
Well, I'll put it to you this way, Chuck. Right now, gold is at $4,386.50, and our sleeper platinum is at $2,017.60. And just since we went live, silver has broken $68 an ounce and is
There
at
you go.
68.44.
So I'll bet a lot of silver gets sold right after Christmas to pay bills. But they're
Right?
buying again. I got a couple dealers that do podcasts, you know, and that kind of stuff. Silver Seeker, several of them. And they've been talking with shops, and all of a sudden the buying has started again due to these predictions.
Oh,
That
yeah,
makes,
absolutely.
yeah, that makes me a little nervous. So those guys are predicting some high levels. Are they playing it short? Hopefully it hits high, they get out, and then it crashes. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I know Wednesday we were talking that platinum was, by percentage, was outperforming gold and silver both. But since the market has opened back up, because markets open overseas, Right now, silver's dominating as far as performance. 1.48%.
That's today, yes.
0.69% on gold,
Richard says he's keeping his.
and
Barb's in.
1.02%
Yeah.
on platinum.
Yeah. Hey, Barb. Hey, Richard. Man, it's rolling right along there. So,
Yep. And sometimes I get pretty devious on things, so I may not even say anything.
ooh,
And maybe we'll see who catches on.
that could be. Could be.
I don't know. They may want to pay close attention tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, they should. But I
Never
was
know. Maybe I'll say something.
talking caches. The other day I was doing some paperwork and some of the YouTube stuff pops up, and I kind of follow Gold and Silver Pawn Stars there. And then a lady walked in with 3 gold coins that had recently been found in a large cache. And they're all pre-Civil War era. And it was found a couple years ago. You guys know anything about that? You may hear a question about it or two, and a couple others. So you want to pay close attention tonight, because we'll have a bit of a probably random draw, but a question will be asked about what we're talking about.
Well, with the random though, it'll just pull somebody from the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll just do it that way. I see God, we got Randy DeMario in. So,
But
Alan,
still, it pays to keep your thinking cap on.
well, you won't get much, Alan. I'll tell you that right now. You might get a brand new pickup truck that's sitting in the driveway, courtesy of one big ass deer. But that's the way it goes. Stuff happens,
Right?
right? If I got 1,000 an ounce, I'd be pretty happy. But gold, you can't, all of us that got into detecting years ago, we've all accumulated silver. I've sold in 2011, and I sold way back in 1980. And now we're going to eclipse those values, it seems pretty well. I don't know. No, I didn't keep the digger, ORH. I hit him at 55 miles
It
per
wasn't
hour.
worth keeping.
And he learned to fly a long ways and all busted up. So,
Yep. That's one reindeer that ain't going to be on the sleigh come Christmas.
did I
That
get
one.
the gun I won for 450K the other day, Chuck? No, I didn't win it. Yeah. Man, it's flying.
It is.
Barb says she's going out swinging on Christmas. I hope so. I'm not swinging up here. The ground, we lost the snow cover.
Yeah,
to
but the
melt.
ground's froze.
And then all of a sudden we went down to like 7 degrees, and that solidified her.
Barks is in.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, Kevin. So, but we were going to give out a few pre-Christmas little things. Nothing to set the world on fire, but just a remembrance of all my good
Old
friends out there
P-line.
and Josh's friends to the show and the site. We enjoy you guys' company a couple times a week.
Yeah.
Thankful for that. Hope you all have a safe Christmas. So I grabbed out of the box, and I'm still waiting on a shipment from our good friend Steve Pacifico of some more things in the mail. I was hoping to have them, but that'll be in the January give out for the old guys and gals. So I grabbed another detectorist, but that's the XP. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can see it here. Somebody's going to get a 10th ounce 999 coin.
You said
And
the detectorist was an XP or Manicore?
it's an XP.
Ah,
I just grabbed one out of the box, but they're still neat. And one gold back. I think they're at something like 8.65,
$9, 8
9,
something.
somewhere in that range. So,
Yeah, I was
but
going to say between 8.5 and 9.
yep. This is in New Hampshire. $1 gold back.
Live free or die.
That's right. That's it exactly. So send them out. That'll be my Christmas cards to a few of you for putting up with us for so long. Have some fun. But anyway, getting
Yeah.
back to this thing, there was a cache found in 2023. These coins came into the gold and silver pawn out in Vegas. Of course, Rick Harrison, he's all over them, and ended up being from that great Kentucky hoard. And there was a $20 gold piece in there that was like MS-60. It was a D mint mark, but it wasn't a Denver mint mark.
Dahlonega,
Dahlonega. Dahlonega mint.
which basically did they were the workhorse for gold coin minting.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yep. But how many you know, if you followed that, the farmer has remained anonymous that owned this field, which is probably a good move.
I would.
Yeah. How did he find that first gold? Post it up in the chat. How he found the first gold coin.
Digging Buddy in the house.
Yeah, we got pretty good crew on board. Scott McClory, our friends. Yep. Scotty, that was a game to remember, buddy. Da Bears, hands down, that was one for the ages. No matter whether they make it into the Super Bowl or not, that was, if you were watching it and you wouldn't have believed how that happened, what happened. That came together nicely for Da Bears. Emery
Emery put in metal detecting. No, that's not how
Well,
he found it.
That's not it. Richard says he tripped on it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Not really, but kind of.
Yeah. And Barks is crying in his beer. His Packers are done. Both quarterbacks are injured. Hey, you play the monsters of the Midway, somebody's going to get banged up.
Right.
So That's the way it goes. But my wife is very happy. She's a dyed-in-the-wool hardcore Bears fan. She doesn't know all the players, but she's a who was that? Oh, that's
Well,
whatever.
don't need to know all the players, just need
No,
to know that they won.
no, that's right.
On the surface, says Ellen Landau.
Pretty close.
Here we go. Randy DeMario says planting. Getting warm there.
I did too, Scott. And I saw more posts today of the Monsters of the Midway Bears than I have seen in years. Oh my God. Much similar to that one. Like the
Pulling
bear
weeds.
eating, like the bear eating a toasted cheese sandwich. That was kind of my favorite.
Right. Scott says pulling weeds.
Now, what I read, you guys are dancing around it, but what I read is close to
Drilling
something.
wheat. No, it wasn't drilling wheat.
Drilling
And
out a stump.
they weren't
No,
digging
he
fence
wasn't digging out a
posts
stump.
either.
This is in the dead center of a field. I've actually seen where they had the field mapped out to where they found it all.
Alan Landau, while plowing.
Yeah, maybe. Not quite that way. There are two versions, and they're both right similar to what you guys are talking about, but he wasn't digging out a stump. This was out in the middle of a field that he was at.
Out in the middle of a field of dreams.
Yeah, no joke. No joke. So, shall I tell him?
You might as well. They keep dancing around there. They're getting close, but it depends on what version you follow, though, too.
Yeah, the version that I stick with is he was out to the field, going to start prepping the field, ran the tractor out there, got off the tractor, went over to the truck, turned around and saw a glint out in the field. A glint that looked like gold. He walked over and it was. He started scuffing around and finding more. So that's when he got serious. And I don't know at that. It doesn't say anything. If they used detectors, it didn't really say nothing. But he saw a glint of gold out in the field, walked right to a $20 gold piece laying on the surface. The sun hit it. He could see it. He walked right to it, picked it up. And that's pretty much the scenario that they give you. You can look it up. You can look that hoard up. It's pretty easy to find.
Yeah, the Great Kentucky Hoard.
Yep. So I'm sure
Over
there's more out there.
800 gold coins and
Yep.
some silver.
Yep. Walking in the field, Janet. That was about it. So, somebody wanted him to have it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I have had the good fortune of finding individual gold coins, detecting that type of stuff, and the thrill of that. Barb will tell you, you get a gold coin, the thrill is phenomenal. And but to stumble across that and then kick some more up and then decide that and stay anonymous has been
Yeah, you run across a pile of gold like that may quite possibly be the last target you dig.
Right, because the couple in California a few years back that had the dog out, and the dog went over and was digging around something on the.
Saddle Ridge.
Yeah. They took them in to get them graded or looked at, and the dealer they went to is the one that started posting up about it, to the point that everybody, including the IRS and the federal government, got involved
Yeah.
and tried to maybe claim that that was from a robbery at the San Francisco Mint, and they owned the coins. Well, that got knocked down, but it took them a long time to shake it to where they could get it to sell. They got into legal problems, and yeah,
And Swansea's in.
yep.
Speaking of New Hampshire.
Hello, Swansea. So, that's just the way things go. You get a little good luck and you're out there, and pay attention to what you're looking at. Go pick it up.
Right.
So with that, how many of you out there have found a cache? Not a coin spill, but a cache. There is a difference. I've been lucky and found some over the years.
I've been involved in a few.
We 4 years ago and one this year, I actually helped a farmer locate one in the spring. Grandpa buried his coin collection. But
Oh,
4
yeah, I
years ago,
remember that one.
I helped a friend of mine and his family locate more, because they broke into one by accident while they were moving gravel off the milk barn, where they had a store back over, what they tell me, 95 years ago. They sold milk directly out and delivered milk and that kind of stuff. And they knew that the grandma would stash money, not grandpa, grandma. And we found several. They weren't big ones, but they were pint jars of silver coinage dating back. I think our earliest date was 1890. There were some silver dollars, and they shared with me. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Emery's is considered a cache.
Sure. Why not?
Could be. It was all the same.
It was
all in
19
one
V
spot.
nickels in a jar.
Yep. And the jar was broken, so that's a cache. It doesn't matter about size. If you found $2 silver and buried in a silver jar, I would think it's a cache. If you find a pile of coins kind of strung out over a few feet, nothing, no
That's a pocket
container,
spill.
things like that, that's a pocket spill. It has to be intentionally buried.
Well,
Just like,
secreted, we'll say.
yep. So, and not all caches are huge. A little bit here, a little bit there.
And not all caches are real.
That's true enough. And I have a gentleman from Mexico that has called me and called me and called me. He lives in the Quad Cities here. He's a citizen, but he goes back and visits family and swears to God they've got buried money on the family property in Mexico. I said, and he said, what detector would I use? I said, what kind of terrain is it? Where are you at in Mexico? Is it rocky, dry? Is it, you jungle? I don't know what you're in. And the whole thing is he wants me to boot up detectors so he can go look for it. And I said,
Yeah.
yeah, what's your provenance? Do you have written provenance? Do you have nothing but hearsay? Well, it's basically great grandpa and grandpa said it was buried there and we believe them and we've dug and looked. And I said, but it was nothing but word of mouth in the family coming down. There's no letter stating I buried money on the property and that's, handed down, anything like that. I want provenance. We're not talking going, out into central Iowa and trying to get permission on a farm to look for something. This is going into Mexico, a different country. And I said, right now, we aren't getting along all that great with them down there.
Right. Steve
Swansea,
P in the house.
hey, Steve P. Swansea says he got a jar of pennies. I found a jar of Mercury dimes in a flower bed
Those are
down in
caches.
southeast Iowa in a jar. I figured it was the gal's stash, and there was 400 and some odd Mercury dimes. It was all Mercury dimes. I was excited thinking with that many, I just may get a 16D, but I did get a 21, but no 16D, and a lot of them in the 40s. So that was just chance hits. I actually walked over that thing several times and passed it up. I went back and I thought, I'll get that can out of here. It had a rusty lid on it. So I dug down, pulled it up. There's a jar attached and it's heavy. I get it out. Lid was kind of rusted through. It was full of dirt and yuck. And I started opening it. I could see on the bottom and the edges of the side, there were dimes in there.
Right.
That was just a by chance thing. That was back in the late 80s. So, and the silver wasn't worth what it is today.
No.
Nope. So sometimes those sounds that you hear that sound like cans, and I was not using the mine lab at that time on that one. That was a whites.
Right.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, it was the whites DI Pro. So, nothing to make you rich, but sure neat to find.
Oh yeah.
40
Always
bucks
fun.
plus in silver face. So that'd be today that'd be about $2,000 worth just for the silver.
Right. Yeah, it'd be nice to hit it today.
Right. Okay, I missed the dates, Swansea. What dates? That's cool. Anyway, that's some of the stuff that you wander into. And then I got in trouble in Union County. Union County, down on the Iowa border. I had to
Yeah.
talk to
We're
a
not
gentleman.
sure if you can go back there yet.
No, I haven't been there either. I talked to a gentleman. My wife's from southeast Iowa, and he knew I detected, and he was telling me about a family property there. Gave me the address, wrote a permission slip out. He said, there's stories of buried money there. If you find it, you come back, we'll split it. And I said, how you know there are? He said, come here, take a look at this. He had a small map of the place. He had directions to a pair of stone like a gate set up, and so many feet to the right of the north one. And I was in there and I'm detecting, and I started out around and working in a semicircle around this thing back and forth and then gridding. And I had a what I consider a solid big hit, started digging. And the next thing I know, there's a pair of shine shoes with a stripe running up the outside pant leg and one big cop. What are you doing? I told him I had permission. I had the slip, showed it to him. He said, you ain't got any permission here. That's my cousin. No. And he said, I suggest you pack up and I'm going to follow you to the county line. You got no business being in here. I said, well, he gave me the address and wrote the permission slip. Right now, this is all in a state. Did he explain that to you? I said, no. You just said go metal detect. And he followed me east until I hit, I think the next county was one Lee. Anyway, that's the way it went. But I never went back. I wasn't going to argue with him because I didn't want to see what the Union County courthouse and jail looked like.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
So that's what you run into looking for caches.
Yeah, you just never know sometimes.
Told Jill about it. And she said, I wouldn't go back there. I said, I'm not going to.
Right?
Nope.
Yeah, you're going, me neither.
That was in the 80s. I don't know how they ever come out on it, but I never got a call saying I could come back. Oh, well.
Right. Yeah, some places you just gotta steer clear of, I guess.
Scotty says if he wants to find cash, he just checks between the couch cushions.
Well, that's a safe way to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Right
So,
now, it'd be a good time of the year, too.
yeah, especially after that Bears game last night. If he was sitting there bouncing up and down, there's probably a few bucks in there.
Could be.
So, well, anyhow, how clean are we getting it? Oh, 7:38. About quarter till, we'll start talking about giving out some goodies.
Ah, okay.
I saw a cache that was recovered in Illinois in a park. Now, what was in the park before it became a park, I don't know, but this was a post a couple years ago. The guy found a rabbit bank buried at the base of he had the bank and it was cracked. It was one of those kids' banks, pretty good size. And he broke it and come up with one scoop, and there were a few coins and busted rabbit ear. And he started digging around. He posted it up. He got about $30 of silver out of it. Just totally accidental in a park. So
Not
you never know
bad.
what you might run across. They find them all the time over in England.
Yep, and you never know where they're going to turn up.
So
I had a guy contact me once. He said, I got something to show you. You're not going to believe this. And he stops by and he hands me this stack of 35 silver dollars. I said, where'd you find this? In the floorboards of a house that was going to be tore down. I said, really? I said, It looks nice, but that's about it. I hate to break it to you, but they're worthless. Said they look good here in the shade, but come out here in the sunlight. And I kind of, leaned it around in the sunlight there, and you could see the brass showing through the silver wash. 35 counterfeit silver dollars. And some of them weren't even good counterfeits. Some of them had the wrong obverse to reverse design.
Well, that sucks.
It did. But I asked him, I said, what are the chances that we can get on that property? Well, I'd say pretty good. Why? What are you thinking? I said, well, they could have been in those floorboards because somebody wanted to hide them and not let people know that he had got taken. Or for the area that you were in, I think maybe we need to go back because I think you found a dummy cache. What do you mean? I said, I think there's a cache out there. We went out there, got to looking around, hit a signal where there used to be a flower bed, and it was an old, I believe it was a Heinz mustard jar.
No.
Pulled it up out of the ground, started rubbing the dirt off, and he stops. Is that what I think that is? You couldn't hardly tell because there was some cloth wrapped in there too. Looked at it. I said, that's exactly what that is. That's the edge of a gold coin. We opened up that jar. There were 22 silver halves and 2 $1 gold coins.
Sweet.
Now that makes for a good day. And we get that loaded up. And I tell him, I was like, well, that's nice. When we coming back? And he just kind of looked at me. We're not done? No, we're not done.
Oh, Alan checked out on us. Okay.
Ah.
Well, we waited too long.
Yep. Said, no, we're not done. I said, you see them rocks over on the other side of the property? Doesn't that seem like a strange place for those to be? Yeah, I guess so. Why? What are you thinking? I said, I'll almost guarantee you, we go over and run a coil over those rocks, you're going to find that one of them gives you a signal. A couple of days later, we pulled up next to those rocks, got out, one swing with the coil, tipped the rock over, pinpointers going off, and that jar had large cents, buffalo nickels, V nickels, Indian head pennies, and a couple of 2-cent pieces in it.
Sweet. That's cool.
I don't think we're done. I think there's still another one out there, maybe.
Could be.
But that was all because of finding a bunch of counterfeit silver dollars.
Oh, Alan's in jet lag coming back from the Bahamas. I think he was down in Cancun, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I talked to him.
Tough life.
Yeah, I called him. He said, "Oh, it's 80 degrees down here." I don't want to hear about it. Anyway, he's getting things straightened away for Alaska. So anyway, how are we going to do this? You're just going to use a randomizer and I'll hold something up and you pull a name out of the hat?
Well, how about this? If I can figure out where my screen went. Or that screen. How about that?
How about that?
Okay, so you said that was a XP.
Yeah.
So let's just have everybody throw hashtag XP in the chat.
Okay.
In the
Then
chat.
we can roll the randomizer.
Yeah. And that'll make it nice and somebody's picking numbers.
We'll start with that one.
Hashtag XP.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah, somebody. Dennis Grettencord's got a space in his. I don't know if it'll take that.
Yeah, and somebody typed in hashtag spelling it out. There you go.
Yeah, we'll let them roll with that and see if we can find us a winner and see what goes on with that. Sounds, I don't know what that is. Is that a commercial?
Yep, it popped up a commercial. How'd that happen? I'll be right back. Don't forget Janet. Phil.
Yep, I saw her name in there.
Okay.
But we've got a winner.
Oh, yeah? Do we know him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure we know everybody in the chat tonight.
It looks like it.
I think, anyway.
I think.
So let's see here. What did I do? Okay, there we go. Jason Weir.
Hey, Jason.
Yep, he wins the XP detectorist little 3D printed dude.
Yep. Okay. I got to put a name on that so I don't send people the wrong stuff.
And I did see Janet's name in there, so it did pull her. I mean, it didn't pull her as a winner, but I did see it. It had her entered.
Yeah. Good.
So that worked out.
Yep.
Nice and easy, painless.
Easy,
Congratulations to Jason.
Yep.
Yeah, we like easy.
Send me your address, please. Personal message me there, Jason.
Right, to Chuck Smalley. If you message it to Shooters and Prospectors, who knows when he'll see it.
I'm back and forth on that. Sometimes it puts weird stuff in there.
Yeah, so your best bet is to send it to Chuck Smalley. Or I guess you can always send it to me and I can get it to him too. Yeah, but if you send it to me, make sure to send it to Josh Kimmel and not
Josh Weir.
Jason Weir.
Or Jason, excuse me. God, thinking you and putting the wrong last name on. Jason. XP detector. Good. Do another one.
All right. Let's see. You want to do your silver?
Sure, let's do the silver. Who wants a? I don't know if that's even come close to looking good, but there you go.
Close enough.
That's 999 fine.
Yeah. Okay, so hashtag silver. And somebody's guessing numbers again. Man, look at it fly.
Yeah, they're busy. They're hashtagging you.
Yeah. Good
I don't see
grief.
Kevin. I see Emery in there, but I don't see Kevin. What do you do? Go to bed after losing? The Packers are down.
He's looking for another roll of paper towels to wipe the tears.
Evidently.
I'm terrible. Okay, let's see what happens here. My sinuses were fine before I started the show. Hey, now that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We've got our winner. And I'm sure this will come as a big surprise, but we know him too. Anyway, for the walker there, what'd you say that was? A 1 gram walker?
1/10.
1/10?
Tenth
For
of
the
an ounce.
walker. For the walker, congratulations, Rich Crookmeyer.
Richard.
He gets some silver for Christmas. Nice to see him win, too. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
see him very often, and then for him to drop in tonight like that and win, good job. Good on him. That's pretty cool.
Yes. Congrats, Richard. Now.
And once again, he'll have to message you at Chuck Smalley. Or
I probably got
message.
that address around here, but send me a fresh one, Richard.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good possibility.
Yeah.
That is a good possibility.
Yeah.
Either way, though, I mean, that one, Rich is a super great guy, and to see him win, that's cool. I was very pleased to see his name come across the screen there.
Okay.
You don't see it very often.
Swansea hashtag I am stupid. What are you doing, Swans?
I don't think that one's going to work for anything. I don't think so. I think, though, Swansea's definitely going to want to pay attention for this one. What do you think, Chuck?
Yeah, I can't see Swansea not wanting it. Even if it is a little bit of gold, it's gold. And it trades.
Yeah, and it's New Hampshire.
It's New Hampshire.
Yeah. So, I guess, gee, should we let them guess what the hashtag's going to be, or you think they figured out the pattern by now?
I think they know, but
I would think, but some of them
well,
are getting a little confused. Let's just go hashtag gold.
okay. Well, Barb's got both of them covered. She put up hashtag goldback, hashtag gold. So she's got that covered.
Yeah, let's just do hashtag gold. Make it nice and easy
There
for
you go.
everyone.
Yep. Hashtag gold is what he wants you to put up.
Yeah.
One word, gold.
Okay. Let's see. Where did I go with that? There it is. Okay, we'll see what happens here. If it draws someone we've already drawn, we'll have to draw again.
Excuse me.
Don't want to see any duplicate winners.
Nope. Nope. Let's see. Swansea's on a roll. Hashtag I'm not barbarian.
This one's kind of got me. Is that Bob Ross? Bob Rose. Bob Rose H1S. Who is Bob Rose H1S?
Scott, hashtag bear down. You betcha. They've still got some tough games to go.
He's around here somewhere. I would think he was on the YouTube side for the way the name came across.
Well, he has to get us an address. Congrats. Bob Ross.
Well, let's hold on. Let's see if he's around. I'm not seeing him.
Oh.
I'm not seeing him. I don't know if
Bob Rose.
Bob Rose, H1S. So who is Bob Rose? Do we know him? Is he a new listener? I'm not sure with the way the YouTube names come across.
Yeah, he just hashtagged. He hashtagged and he came back and answered there. So
yeah.
If he gets this thing, we didn't set any boundaries. Bob Rose dash send us via messenger to Josh.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out here.
Yeah, there's
Bob Rose.
He's off YouTube.
Yeah, it's Bob Rose. I don't know.
Mrs. Rose's hubby. That's right.
Right. Let's see here. Barb says he's been here before.
Fairly new.
Fairly new.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we don't always see the YouTubers pop up.
And he says he's been on here before, fairly new. Do you have Facebook, Bob? Because, see, that's the other thing. If he doesn't have Facebook, I'll have to give him a different contact path.
Okay.
Because Facebook, if he's not on Facebook, he won't be able to message you.
There you go. Go back.
So we probably ought to figure that out. And what was that? A half gold back?
It's a 1.
A 1 gold back. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He says he's not married, but are you on Facebook? Yes, I do. Yes, you do Facebook, I guess. I think that's what he's getting at, is that he does Facebook. So, Bob, if you do Facebook, you can PM Chuck Smalley.
He said he's on Facebook right now. I switched over. If you PM Chuck Smalley with your address, we'll get this out to you for Christmas.
Or you can PM me if you can't find Chuck. I mean, either of us are pretty easy to find.
Swansea, never mind. I'm not even talking about that. Silver's at $68.66. Dennis just posted it. Janet
There
says
you
he's
go.
in here. He's in. Janet is verifying him. Chapman.
Well, then, if he's over on the Facebook side, she knows that he's there. She's seen him. We've got confirmation that he can, in fact, use Facebook, so he should be able to message one or the
Yep.
other of us.
Yep. Get us a
And
message out. We'll get it to you. Now,
and congratulations to Bob, fairly new guy, and
yeah,
takes home
and
the gold for Christmas.
I will get these in the mail Tuesday or Wednesday, depending upon which day it is. But
Just
we've got
got to
the
remember,
holidays.
shipping could be delayed.
Could be delayed a bit. They'll come just regular first class mail.
I mean, I'm not sure where Bob is located. Hopefully, he's located in the lower 48. I guess I should have stipulated that before we
I
started.
thought something said about Florida. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the lower 48.
Hashtag smarter than a fifth grader. Okay. Swansea. Oh, Yorktown, Indiana. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he's a little ways from me, but he's
thing
right
here.
there between us, Chuck.
There you go. Yep. Give
Between
me a PM,
Illinois
buddy.
and Ohio.
Yep. Me or Josh, get us a Addy, and we don't like putting the Addy up on the chat screen. We got others watching that never log in that we don't know who they are.
And some of them log in that shouldn't be there.
Yeah. That happened last week.
Apparently after Wednesday, which I don't know. I almost called Dennis today to talk to him about throwing him a wrench too.
Yep. So anyway, let's
if
go out.
one
Merry
got
Christmas.
through Wednesday, there'll be others, and probably ought to stay on top of it.
Yep. Merry Christmas to everybody.
And for those that did win, hopefully, if you all received those prizes, make sure to, if you are on Facebook and are members of the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, make sure and post them up over there. Me and Chuck always like to see that when a person gets their prize and posts up about it.
Yeah. And we like to see what you found, because you might be on here giving us a good story about it. We like to have our folks on.
Yep. Definitely.
Yep. Well, Phil, Merry Christmas, buddy. Merry Christmas to you all. Happy New Year. We're not on this coming week, right?
Right. We will not be on this Wednesday because of Christmas Eve. We will not be on the following Wednesday because of New Year's Eve. But we will be on Sundays.
Yep.
And it's just with the way the holidays fall, everybody's probably tied up with family obligations and whatnot. So we figure, well, we won't, since those fall on Christmas Eve
Right.
and New Year's Eve, we just
Bob,
won't run a show.
Bob, can you send, if you don't send it there, you can try it, but just look up Chuck Smalley on Facebook.
What are we trying?
He want to know if I wanted to set to the business messenger, and I said probably not.
No, it'll be simpler if you just send it to Chuck Smalley and
Yep.
not the shooters and
W.
prospectors.
Right.
Just like if you were going to try to send it to me, it would be simpler just to send it to Josh Kimmel and not be on Sight and Sound on Facebook.
Correct.
There's a lot of hoops I got to jump through to even get into the messages on the Facebook page, since Facebook has redesigned the way that works.
Yeah, it's all under. They've switched that over to a business ramp, and how you do things are different. It's just easy to send it to me personally.
Yeah, and same here.
Yeah, Meta Al. Oh God, Meta AI. Well, anyway, everybody have a Merry Christmas, a safe Christmas. If you do get out, no matter where you are in the world today, and it's warm and you can go digging, get out and go digging. No,
Yeah.
Bob, just do it after the show. I'll catch it and we'll get it out to you in the AM. And yeah, congrats, buddy. Glad to have you on board.
Yeah. A relatively newcomer to the show, apparently, but it shows it
Glad
pays.
to have you. Yeah, glad to have you aboard.
It pays to drop in. I'm not sure how long he had been in the chat before we did that, but I mean, as far as
We're used to seeing so many of the same names in the chat. We know others listen on podcast and on iHeartRadio, things like that, that you'll never see. And it's good to get new faces in here, new people.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Bob. So send her on out here, buddy, and we'll get it in the mail to you. Congrats.
Yeah, that's not that any of the prices weren't nice, but that gold back, that's nice.
So
we had Bob Rose, we had Rich Crookmeyer, and Jason Weir. We're all the winners tonight.
yeah.
And people may want to stay tuned because you never know. There could be something else around the corner, possibly.
Yep. So
we just got to wait and see.
Got to wait and see. I'm going to get on out of here. You guys have a great one. Hope Santa brings you everything you want. If you're needing a new detector through Santa, give me a call. We'll talk to you later.
Right. Santa can drop ship.
Yes, he can. And if it say you get to me tomorrow, and if I'll bet it's within. It might make Christmas Eve there. It might.
Not bad.
Yep. Later, buddy. Thanks for having me on. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas to you and the family, Chuck. We'll see you. And then there was just one. So we'll check the gold and silver one more time before we roll on out of here. Looks like current market spot price over on AppMex says $4,398.30 on gold, $68.72 on silver, historic. $2,049.20 on platinum, $1,779.90, blah, blah, blah. On palladium. And there are the spot prices as we roll out. So if you enjoyed the show and you were a winner, or were a winner, it doesn't hurt to like the stream, hype the stream, make sure that you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, all of that happy jazz. You can follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, or the wonderful podcast distribution services wherever you may find us. Join us on one of them, all of them, or none of them. The choice is entirely up to you, but we're glad that you joined us here tonight. Keep an eye out, obviously, if you're traveling for Christmas. Stay warm. And most importantly, have a Merry Christmas. We will be off Wednesday, but we will be back Sunday. Congratulations once again to our winners. Have a wonderful evening, folks. We're out of here. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.